Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hit the live button too soon. I'm not quite ready. The fuck? Almost. There you go. Getting closer. Ooh. Right on, right on, right on. Ain't that a pretty spread? Well, welcome in, y'all. Paulie Walnuts, what is up, my brother? Hey, I was just thinking about you. I just checked and Googled it. Turns out that the Alpha Glock, you ready? The Alpha Glock Gen 5 trigger is generation specific, so it does not go to a Gen 4, and I'm sorry if that's a problem or fucks us over. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, I was just feeling a little Wild West today. Brookie, what's going on, Mason? Yeah, I was just feeling like a little wah, 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 whatever. Fucking somebody do the sound. Wah, wah, wah. I'll get the copyright infringement for that shit, right? Um, yeah, so I was just feeling like, you know, shit. I had this thing brewing around in my mind for a while to do it this way. I want to get the whips in also. I've got, before I started collecting guns, I started collecting bull whips. And, oh shit. Mason, were you able to throw it in the back of the truck or is that not fly? Are you okay? Is the truck okay? Everybody okay? Can you guys take the roadkill home in your state? Yeah, but I do have a Gen 5 22, but that's 40 cal. Yeah, okay, well, that gun will work for you, though. That trigger will work then. Has it already got an Alpha Glock? Man, I'm just like standing here looking at this little spread and just digging it. So I have one of the top bullet collections in the world, or just below that level. Um, in the of like best um, builders and most highly respected builders over the last 40, 50 years. Hit it with the Jetta, drove back to the farm and threw it in the farm truck. Decent 8 point buck. Do you have to get a tag for roadkill? Sorry about the Jetta. How'd the Jetta do? I mean, if you lost your, X number of thousands of dollars on your vehicle, at least you should get a few dinners out of the deal. All right, hold on. Let me turn the. So I'm like transfixed by the beauty of my Western arts display. I have other whips, but a lot of other whips, but I felt that one was the best for my particular color palette today. You know what I don't have is my fucking glasses. Just to make it harder. What do I have to do here? I'm just looking at how to manage things. I also posted a short today. Somebody sent me a short that they made of me at the what the hell, the nighttime low light competition on Friday night. So I got a little clip of me shooting that. It's the first time I'm doing it, and it's dark out, and you got guns, and you can't see shit. Um, so that's an interesting little experience, and yeah, so you can check that out. I made a little clip this morning, and then You know how you do a live and then it takes like a highlight of your live? The other day when I was sitting in the parking lot at the range, somebody commented, some 21-year-old, some young guy commented while we were doing the live. Paul was there. He goes, you know, the comment was, "Do you have any advice for a 21-year-old?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro, wear condoms, use condoms," and uh, and the whatever it caught my, and then that's what it turned into. The highlight of the whole live is a little short of me recommending birth control. Got any advice for a 21-year-old? Yeah, bro, use condoms. Um, Damn, that was as soon as you got off the live just now. Where were you on the live at? Yes, Paul, on the way home. Where'd you do your live at, Mason? She's glad it ain't no crazy flipping. Yeah, well, always for that. Yeah, I remember that. What? Oh, that. Yeah. Yes. So that's. I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah. Oh man. So I don't know how long I'm going to be on for, just because after spending 5 hours in the rain, even though it wasn't cold, I was soaked for fucking God knows how long. And like today, I started getting a cold. Woke this morning, my throat just had like a lump in it. It was even starting last night. I just feel like I've been dehydrating, like settled, like you know, I can't pound enough fucking water, which is why I made the short today using the stale cracker line. While we wait, we hydrate. And so I made a little short of that. And you can see the 600-yard range laid out behind me when I, yeah. So Mason, let's just make it real clear. Really glad you're okay. Really glad you didn't get hurt or nothing. Nobody got hurt. Sorry about the Jetta. There's always more cars. Um, Jose Alberto Milan. What's up, Jose? Thank you for the smiles. Here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to Ponderosa, starring Michael Landon. What are the revolvers? Well, shit. Thank you for asking. Um, Hold on. Let me just make sure I got everybody up here live chat. All right. So the revolvers are the black and case hardened is a Taylor & Co. Pieta 1873 that I gave my wife for Christmas last year. And that was her, was it last year? I think so. And the stainless is the Ruger old model Vaquero that I got from me last Christmas. And that one has white pearlescent plastic grips, but whenever the white grips are on it, it makes it super Buster Scruggs. Just makes me feel kind of gay. So, so I was like, I had to struggle to get the hell away from those grips, and I got those Tiger Wood whatevers. So I do have some Repro white pearl handle grips for that thing, but it's just two Buster Scruggs. We'll leave it there. And then the lever gun on the left is a Rossi 357, and the Taylor & Co. on the right, the Henry on the right is my wife's 22. So, and she's got a 22 Golden Boy coming for Christmas. Did the paperwork on it, and it's just like you just take the cover off the bronze, and it's like, whoa! Angels sing when the daylight hits that action. It's just stunning. Focus, shooter, what is up, my brother? Paul Wick, I'm loving the grain on the grips on both. Actually, it hadn't even occurred to me. Um, I think of the grain on the on the stainless one, but there is grain on the black one too. I didn't even. Thank you for noticing it. Both 357/38, Paul. Can all 350 levers shoot 38 special? Yes, all 357 levers shoot 38 special, but anything marked 38 special ain't shooting 357. Pistol Pete, worldwide, wide. Welcome to the show, my brother. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. Howdy, my brother. Yeehaw. Yeah. Let's see. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Wah 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 wah. Wah wah wah. Pistol Pete has joined the chat. What's up, my bro? Man, what time you go live, Pete? Let us know so we can scurry away. Shut this thing down. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I've just been thinking about that spread for a little while. I've been wanting to do that table. Wanted to get the whips out. Like I said, I have a world-class bullwhip collection, and so I wanted to get some whips on the table too. For 15 years before I got into guns, I collected exotic, rare, and fuck you call them, precision bullwhips. No, just like top builders, collectible bullwhips. That bullwhip, by the way, is a Trinity Whipco Blake Bruning, Blake Bruning from Trinity Whipco, made in Indiana. Blake was the protege of Joseph Strain. Joe Strain is probably the greatest bullwhip of our time, greatest bullwhip builder of our time. For anyone who's interested in the Western arts, pardon my schnarfling. No, I'm not gonna do Pete. I don't know what time you start, but I won't be on when you go on later. And even if you went on, my 6 subscribers and viewers, ain't gonna slow your action any. So don't you worry about it. When you are ready, I'm probably gonna do this for a little while. I'm getting sick. My throat's tired, and I don't want to. I just want a nappy. The whip stopped me. I've been a bad boy. Pete, I know how to use these whips. I have a lot of experience, practice doing all kinds of trick stuff and whipping naughty little girls and boys. And I think you ain't ready, bro. You ain't ready. You ever hit yourself with one of them bad ones? Yeah, actually, I've been practicing whips for a long time. I do all these overhead trick stuff, and usually I hit myself in the face pretty often. Usually I'll have glasses or a cowboy hat on when I'm doing my stunt cracking routines, and so yeah, I always hit myself. It doesn't hurt. Well, like when you're standing there with the whip in your hand, cracking it, it's not like it doesn't hurt the same way as if you have your ass up in the air like a FetLife pose, and Bruce is bullwhipping your special tender areas. That would hurt a lot more. So I'm guessing. I don't know. Allegedly. Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. We wouldn't want to find out, Pete, unless want to meet up for a FetLife date and get you a collar and a leash. I'd be holding the leash, whoever not wearing the leash. But if you're going to get hit with the whip, you probably want to be on the wearing the collar too. I'm guessing. I don't know. Allegedly, we'll have to Google all this stuff later and find out how it works. Collab, right on. Yeah, we fuck collab time. We just have a little. We just like start an OnlyFans. Get an OnlyFans page going. We'll like share it with all the unemployed gun tubers. Who all like share one OnlyFans channel. And yeah, just put your your banking in for how does that I don't know. So I've never been on OnlyFans. What's that meme? I've done a lot of stupid believe it or not. I've done a lot of stupid shit in my day. I spent a lot of money on stupid shit, but never spent $5 to see some chick scooter on OnlyFans. That's true. I never have. Besides I get all my love on Grindr, so wouldn't need to. I suppose OnlyFans serves everybody. I don't know. That's right up my alley. You don't want that bullwhip up your alley, Pete. Okay, I'm out with my kids at Target. Keep it up, brother. See you later. Thanks, Pete. Do not spend a lot of time. Hopefully, you will not spend a lot of time dreaming about. Never mind. I certainly won't. Hey, y'all, listen. I gotta run upstairs and get my glasses so I can. So no, I'm okay. Never mind. I'm just gonna stay here with my 8 fans. Oh, 6, baby, including Jose Alberto Milan. Jose, make sure you like and subscribe. If anybody else is still in here. Kyron TV, please subscribe to the channel. Paul, I'm sure you're subscribing out. Focused show. Focused, I thought it was like, well, shit. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Thank all you guys. Thank you for making me feel love, feeling the live love. Thank you, my brothers. All right, well, look, so y'all got to start commenting again. I'm going to be like shutting this thing down and restarting faster than Kenrod. More often than Kenrod and Desert Armory if y'all don't be riding the what do you call it? The algo wave, baby. Nine watch. Oh, we're getting up there. Come on, somebody ask a question. Paulie crying your eyes out. That's what Pistol Pete's face would look like if he was kneeling in front of the whip with his ass in the air saying, "Yes, Master Bruce, please whip my butthole." At a Fat Life party. Not that I have any idea what that would be about. Just noticed the optic on the lever. That's nice. Yeah, so the weird thing is, so that's a Rossi. I am not crazy about how the pick rail mounts up. Those are the smallest freaking little studs I've ever seen. They just make me a little bit nervous. I was going to put a whole scope up there, but once I got the pick rail on there, I thought, this thing's flimsy as fucking hell and pathetically mounted. So I'm like, let me throw a Romeo 5 on there and call it done. And it's been fun. It's been great for the steel range. It's been pretty quick. It's like acquisition, and it's just fucking really fun that way. Just because I'm not very like I don't hardly shoot irons on anything, and it's my wife's favorite. That lever gun is my wife's favorite. She just loves. We got a 50-yard steel box at one of our ranges, and we go and I just throw her the lever and a couple boxes of 22. And she's gone all day, don't hear a peep out of her. She's over in her happy place. But I can't see shit. But I've been doing a lot of, like for me, I have ARs and a bunch of semi-auto stuff. And I love that. I love the ARs. And and then I had pistols, fucking all kinds of shit, right? But the lever gun, they're beautiful and sexy, and they call to another time, and they're like part of all our American Wild West fantasies and upbringing with the movies and shit. I used to go see all the all the Eastwood movies in first run when I was a kid in the 1970s with my dad. So it's an iconic American image. Um, but there's a lot of guys out there, a lot of companies out there trying to re you know affirm the the Western vibe or like what I don't fucking know. All I can tell you is they're of limited use. You've got your they're after you get 4 or 6 or 8 rounds or 15 rounds of 22. Then you got to reload it, and it's a little slow, and it ain't nothing like ARs. And then you got to crank the thing. So that was the semi-automatic of 100. That was the AR-15 of 100 years ago, 150 years ago. But yeah, nowadays, and they're wonderful. They're super fun, but I didn't really have a purpose for my levers. And then I put that red dot on there and took it to the steel range. And you see I got a whole bunch of different steel range. But it's super fun on the steel range. And but I can't find the right caliber for the lever gun. So I've got 357 or 38 that loads 8 rounds of 38 and 6 rounds of 357. I have a 308 box fed lever gun, which I think is a plenty viable hunting rifle, but that's limited. Other than hunting or maybe some plinking or distance plinking or nothing sexy as fuck. Also, but I don't know what the fuck you do with it. But then there's not a ton of really good. So probably the best thing I could think of might be like some kind of 22355, like a lever supreme that takes PMax. That would be a fucking blast because then you got 30 rounds, and you can quick change your mags, and that would make it a little bit more functional or something like that. How about a 30 carbine? That would be fucking awesome. I'd love to see that. 30. I love 30 carbine. Yeah, let's a lever gun and 30 carbine would be so righteous. So the pick rail does not. How does the pick rail mount? Polywick. How does the pick mount route straight to the frame? Well, if we're saying frame, then we gotta then that's probably not the right nomenclature. It actually screws on the front, on the top of the barrel, ahead of the forward of the receiver. So if it was a firmer, if I felt like it was a more solid lockup, you get like a 2-to-7 scout scope, and that'd be how to run that. And with the takedown lever gun, it takes a 2-to-7. I think Burris makes one. And with the takedown, it stays attached to the barrel section ahead of the takedown part, so it stays zeroed, and I have it mounted to the top of the receiver, like a 4-to-14 vortex, 4-to-16 vortex, Diamondback tactical. So fucking I don't know. But yeah, super fun with the red dot. I feel like most of the use is in fun and training for field game use in certain areas. Bars. What is Dallas? I assume that's you. Welcome, Dallas. Cooking, fun guns, cooking, DJing. Wah, wah, wah. Bars. Yeah, I think lever guns are fun, and certainly fun on the steel range. I try and have some mission for my guns. So 357, you could hunt deer, and but it's not a 30-30. But you could hunt deer inside of 100 yards, particularly blacktail, which is what we got out here in the very, very western portion of the U.S., west of the Cascade. Um, if you're hunting, 150, 200 pound deer with a 357, it could, I think you're good out to about 125 yards, which in timber is all you need. But there's so many other deer cartridges and guns around here. 300 Blackout, 6 Arc, 6.5 Grendel, 6.5 Creedmoor, 308, 6.5 PRC. Oh, shit. Everything bigger than 223, right? So, um, yeah, so I wouldn't really hunt deer with a 357. Um, Bars. We got huge whitetail out here. I don't know where Paul Nick. I don't know where you are, but we don't. But you got to go east of the Cascades, east side of the Cascades to get whitetail. West of the Cascades, all you get is blacktail, and they're a little bit smaller. About 200, 300 pounds would be a huge animal. 200 is a big animal. So yeah, I think you could do it with a 357. I just got, I did it with a 300 Blackout. I carried it. I couldn't go hunting. I was hiking with guns during deer season and had a tag in my pocket. Hiking with guns. There was a 300 Blackout opening day last year, 308 closing day last year, and carried a 6.5 Creed this year on opening day. No, yeah, opening day, I think. So I'd probably just keep hunting with the 6.5 Creed for blacktail. East side of North Carolina, y'all are neighbor. Oh, y'all are neighbors. Okay, y'all know each other. You go hunt with Kenny. I'd be a little scared too. I don't trust Kenny, but like wouldn't want to. No, I ain't saying that. I was trying to say a joke, but it wasn't funny. I don't know what that is. My screen is fucking. Okay. So Paul, have you hunted? You use your 308. Good gun collection. Thank you, Flair. Oh, Paul, that was you saying we get huge whitetail out here. They walk right up to my back fence. I'm right at the watering spot. Yeah, but they just don't do it during hunting season. Like you see that from the first day of not hunting season to the last day of not hunting season. You see all these giant animals, and then the first day, like the clock strikes 12 on on opening day, and they're gone like smoke. They just vanish. They go wherever the birds go, because birds aren't. They become not real. They disappear. So your imaginary venison. Yeah, poof. They just go poof, and they trans. What do they call that thing? Trans. There's a word. Don't get stuck on the trans thing. They transmigrate. They trans. It's some shit. What's the Harry Potter word? I don't know. Never used a 308 for game. I've used my 450 Bushmaster. Fuck yeah. I don't even know what 450 Bushmaster is, but it sounds like it would be just fine. Nose itches. Transmigrate, something like that. Transmorgify, transpose, translocate. They fucking they teleport is what I'm talking about. They all just call Scotty and teleport to somewhere that you ain't is all what I'm saying. On the first moment of hunting season. They're here and then they're gone. Oh my God, it says there's people in here. They're fucking lying. Guess the Pete ain't in here. It says there's people here, but there's nobody in here. Just me and Paul. Okay. Well, Paul, so did you catch what I said first comment when I saw you, Paul? Was that the Gen 5 Alpha Glock to me trigger does not work in the Gen 4 unless you know different. Oh, you said you have a 22. Does it need a trigger? I'll still send it to you. I'm happy to send it to you. You just got to make it run because it didn't run in my gun, and I needed something 100% rock solid, so I was putting mine in the Glock 20 going up to Alaska in the wilderness, so in the woods. I don't think Alaska wilderness sounds very isolated to me. It was just about 10 miles north of Talkeetna, about 100 miles from 100 miles from Anchorage, but definitely right close to town. But you didn't have to be very far out of town. 8 miles out of town is, far close enough for a grizzly bear to murder you and eat you. But funny thing about grizzly bears is they don't have to murder you; they just eat you while you're alive, if they can. And they can't. Whatever. Well, Mr. Paul Wicks, I got to find out more about this 450. How big? Oh, did you murder some huge whitetails with your 450 bush, Master? Yes, I'll try it in the 22. It has an OEM trigger. Oh yeah, okay. I'll try something better. Well, thing is, you said you've installed some of these. I installed mine once and it didn't fucking work. Like the thing wouldn't, the thing wouldn't rack or some fucking shit it wouldn't do. And I just took it right out with the stock trigger right back in. And I think I broke some shit. I think I broke a connector on the way out. I broke an ejector on the way out. So you might have to use, or bent it. So don't use that ejector. Use a new or your own ejector. And then, that was when I was taking it out of the old gun. And then, I don't know. Mainly large trail cats and coyotes. Only one deer. Right on. Well, that's one more deer than I got to speak of. I've hunted for deer, but I've never. But it usually works out to walking in the forest with guns and not shooting any deer. So, hey man, as usual, when I talk to you on here, I'm fucking passing out. I'm gonna go take a nap because I'm fucking tired and beat, and I need to take a nap because I've been going nonstop for days and days. Check out my shorts and videos. If you're new, please like and subscribe. Posted a little bit of new content the last couple of days, so please check it out. Thank you. Basically, I just feel like I'm getting sick and I want to go take a nap. Pound a bunch of liquid and Gatorade and go take a nap. Thank you, Paul. Please check out the new. Yeah, no, well, I've only been out like 3 days and 2 seasons. I'm gonna jump. Going. Thank you for being here, by the way.